फाइनल कॉल है
की टांगें कांप चुकी हैं।
24 तारीख को इतवार के रोज इमरान खान ने आपको आवाज दी है।
मेरे ख्याल में अफसर पे कफन बांध के हम निकलेंगे।
इमरान खान को लाएंगे इंशाल्लाह।
24 नवंबर की एहतजाजी काल पर इंटरनेशनल मीडिया हकाइक दुनिया के सामने ले आया। इमरान खान कैद तन्हाई में है, इसे कुछ मालूम नहीं, मगर इसके नाम नेहाद नुमाइंदे बैरूनी ताकतों से माल लेकर पाकिस्तान में अफरा तफरी फैला रहे हैं। पाक फौज को हर कीमत पर बदनाम करके इसे अवाम से दूर करना चाहते हैं, मगर बाशऊर कौम जाग रही है, इन चालों को समझती है। पाकिस्तान हालत जंग में है, हमें मिलकर अपना दिफा करना है।
ये मेरी फाइनल कॉल है
की टांगें कांप चुकी हैं।
कि 24 नवंबर कभी भी कैंसिल नहीं की जाएगी जब तक कि खान खुद आके अवाम से खिताब नहीं करें।
24 तारीख को इतवार के रोज इमरान खान ने आपको आवाज दी है।
Before the PTI protest on November 21st, 2024, the Islamabad High Court declared the gathering illegal under the newly enacted Peaceful Assembly and Public Order Act of 2024. The decision was influenced by complaints from Islamabad residents and traders who feared they would suffer the most from the final call. It threatened to disrupt daily life, ruin wedding events and block roads, leaving patients and ambulances stranded in traffic. What was called a revolution by some seemed like a looming disaster for the people of Rawalpindi and Islamabad. Despite clear legal restrictions and an explicit order from the Islamabad High Court banning the march, the PTI pressed on with their plans, with the Chief Minister of PTI's provincial government labeling the protest a do or die event.
और ये फाइनल कॉल ऐसे होगी कि मेरे ख्याल में अफसर पे कफन बांध के हम निकलेंगे।
इमरान खान को लाएंगे इंशाल्लाह।
That transpired in Islamabad from November 24th to 27th, 2024, were a carefully orchestrated display of destructive politics by Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI), an attempt to disguise chaos and disorder as a revolutionary movement. While the protest rally approached the vicinity of Islamabad on the evening of 25th November, the government had negotiated with PTI to hold their protest in Sanjani, away from the core of the capital, to ensure peace and security.
एहतजाज को कोई नहीं रोकता। अगर आपने एहतजाज करना है, आप अपने जहाँ पे आप हैं, आप वहाँ एहतजाज करें। अभी अदालत में भी ये बात हो रही थी कि हमने किसी को एहतजाज को तो नहीं रोका।
Yet PTI chose to breach this order, bringing chaos to the heart of Islamabad. Led by CM Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Ali Amin Gandapur, aided with massive use of provincial government resources, thousands of violent protesters illegally entered the red zone. Their actions included armed confrontations, the killing of security personnel, and attempts to create a false narrative through social and international media, presenting themselves as victims of a government crackdown.
Police have arrested hundreds of people overnight after deadly clashes in Islamabad.
PTI's leadership sought to frame the violent events as a massacre. PTI leadership disseminated false reports of mass casualties.
12 नाम
28 लोग हैं, 278 शहीद किए गए,
कम से कम 20 अफराद शहीद हुए।
However, these reports were inconsistent, with different PTI leaders offering varying numbers of fatalities. Ultimately, only 12 people died as the result of the indiscriminate firing of the hundreds of the armed gangs brought in by them. Still, their own admission of 12 casualties is a far cry from the exaggerated claims made by them. Reports confirmed that PTI's supporters, despite claims of a peaceful protest, were heavily armed. Security forces uncovered firearms, explosives, and the violent mobs included illegal Afghan nationals.
ابھی تک جو ہم نے 1150 ملزمان کا ڈیٹا بھیجا فار انالیسس، اس میں سے یہ 89 اس 1150 میں سے نکل آئے ہیں جن کا کوئی ڈیٹا پاکستان میں موجود نہیں ہے. ان کا نہ کوئی بایو میٹرک ہے، نہ ان کی کوئی ولدیت ہے.
PTI's call for peaceful demonstrations quickly turned into violent clashes with law enforcement, who were only equipped with non-lethal tools.
غازی بروتھا کے مقام پر اس جیٹ انجن جو پنکھے تھے، فینس تھے، ان کے ساتھ اس قدر گیس پھینکی گئی واپس کہ وہ کئی کلومیٹرز کی سپیڈ سے آئی. جس نے کوئی سانس لینا چاہے یا نہ لینا چاہے، کسی نے ماسک پہنا ہوا تھا یا نہ پہنا ہو، وہ پینیٹریٹ کر گئی سب کے اندر، اور ایک نان لیتھل چیز کو لیتھل میں کنورٹ کر دیا گیا، جس میں غازی بروتھا پہ ہمارے کئی لڑکے انکانشیس ہو گئے.
The government, in line with constitutional provisions, deployed the army under Article 245 to secure key installations. However, the military's role was limited to protecting critical infrastructure, not engaging in roid control. Even so, the international narrative being pushed by PTI was that the state had violently cracked down on peaceful demonstrators. When the gunfire broke out, the PTI leadership fled the scene, raising a critical question if they were aware that the firing would occur. Why did they leave the site before it happened? The violent protests of 2024 can be seen as a continuation of the May 9th, 2023 violence and the 2014 sit-in in Islamabad, both of which were organized by the PTI in pursuit of their undemocratic demands. One of the most troubling aspects of PTI's action was its ability to manipulate the media narrative both within Pakistan and internationally.
You should look at some of the videos and you should see where the dead bodies are lying on the roads.
PTI cleverly manipulated global perceptions to serve their own political agenda. PTI leaders circulated exaggerated claims of fatalities. As a result, PTI successfully portrayed the Pakistani government as repressive, with the PTI as victims of state-sponsored violence.
گولی لگی ہے، یہ دیکھا.
However, the truth was different. Security forces seized 39 firearms, including automatic weapons from PTI protesters.
اس کو دیکھیں، اس بندے کے پاس جو ہے وہ اس نے بلٹ پروف ویسٹ پہنی ہوئی ہے اور ساتھ آٹومیٹک ویپن ہے اس کے پاس.
کسی بھی پروٹیسٹ میں معزز دنیا میں آپ نے کبھی دیکھا ہے AK-47 پکڑی ہو کسی نے اور وہ وہاں سے چھٹ کے چلا جائے؟
More than 3 foreign operatives were arrested, many with ties to hostile foreign interests. This revealed that the violence was not solely the result of an internal political dispute, but was fueled by external factors and a deliberate strategy to destabilize the state. PTI's protests were not merely a challenge to the sitting government, they were part of a broader strategy to undermine Pakistan's stability and create a false image of the country on the global stage. By aligning with the radical groups such as the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, TTP, and separatist movements, the PTI has created a dangerous alliance that further compounds the instability within the country. PTI's malicious propaganda also provided an opportunity for the terrorist group TTP to issue an official statement, accusing the Pakistani government of the indiscriminate killing of Pashtuns, thereby attempting to exploit ethnic fault line for their own objectives. The timing of PTI's protests coinciding with the visit of Belarusian President Lukashenko was no accident. It was designed to disrupt an important diplomatic engagement. Much like PTI's success in halting China's President Xi Jinping's visit to Pakistan in 2014, These actions are part of a continued effort to destabilize Pakistan, both politically and economically, by manipulating international perceptions and capitalizing on the media's attention. As the international community continues to engage with Pakistan, it must remain cautious of PTI's tactics, the manipulation of media narratives, the use of violence as political tool, and the alliances with radical forces all serve to further destabilize Pakistan for PTI's own political gain. The world must be vigilant and informed, recognizing these tactics for what they truly are, a dangerous play for power that undermines the very democratic principles they claim to champion.